Why Adele's body is a big deal, Russel Brand? I'll tell you why. I'm so tired my whole life of people pretending bodies don't matter. Since when have our bodies not mattered? They matter. You have all these spiritual people saying, you know, our bodies don't matter. And then on the other hand, you have people making tons of money, celebrities, models, off of their bodies. And then you're telling me that it doesn't matter. Oh, just look at the engine. That's all that matters. I mean, okay, I get it. The car's engine will carry it. You know, you need a good engine for a car, but everybody knows they're going to pay more for a nicer car. And basically, if the car is beat up, you probably assume it's an old car and the engine might not be as good. So usually you're going to go for a newer looking car that seems to have a better engine, you know? So I think it's like a big myth, this whole idea that our bodies, the way our bodies look, shouldn't matter, because people will always react to a person's body, because our bodies are our home, and it's the form that holds us together. You know, like, you know, our bodies are the form. You know, it's the form. It's what keeps us together. It's our fitness. It's our lines. And in this world, everything is form. Like if you'd see like some dilapidated house with a roof falling, and would you trust to live in that house? No, because you can tell the form is not strong. Same thing with our bodies. The form that we feel in our bodies, it's expressive of who we are. Another thing is that, like, you know, just like a cake, you have different kind of cakes, they look different. So you're gonna put like a pretty cake, you know, in a wedding, and you're having a simple cookie for like a child's lunchbox. Same thing, you know, our looks are kind of like our brand, and it attributes to our appeal. So just to say, you know, like, looks don't matter, it's just kind of like, I just think it doesn't make sense. And I'm so tired of spiritual people saying our bodies don't matter, and then it so does matter. And it's just like, my whole life, you know, I had like all these, I was spiritual when I was younger, and I held myself back so much from developing my style, and it was just detrimental to my emotional health, to, you know, how your body looks. It's how you attract people into your life. It's the relationships that you build, you know. And me and my arranged marriage, they, you know, so I grew up super spiritual. Follow my story, you'll find out more about it. But those looks don't matter in a relationship. And I mean, it's part of it. Looks is a part of our lives. I'm not saying it's the only thing that matters, but it's a big part of our lives. It's our houses. And just like we make sure the outside of our house looks okay, like it's not only that our houses, it's our bodies are actually the form that holds us together. You know, it's the form. You know, it's like our skin. It holds us together. If it wouldn't matter, we would just kind of melt. If our bodies wouldn't have this form, we would just melt. That's why human beings honor the form, and we've always honored the form. I mean, you know, there's a huge industry. I mean, the housing industry, the car industry, like every single thing in the physical world that requires form will be judged by looks, because there's form and there's function. Like, they're interchangeable. You can't say form. Anyways, so yeah, so when people say, like, you know, Adele doesn't look like Adele anymore, yeah, because Adele has a message. She had a message with her body. The form of her body was telling people it's okay to be a little, you know, a little bit broader. Although, if you look at her form, even when she's a little bit thicker, she has a really tight body, which is important for having a good voice. The alignment of the body is still really important, even to having a good voice. Most people don't know this about actors. You think actors just have like these, you know, great bodies, but this is something maybe Russel Brand is not talking about, but he's an actor. He should know. When I did my acting training, I took an acting training. We did so many strange exercises with our faces and our bodies. Like, we did this kind of like swinging exercise to open up the hip muscles, and we did like literally we were doing planks, like we were doing full like exercise routines in drama school, and weird things with your mouth, like you kind of like open your cheeks and do weird things with your lips, like I can't even do it, honestly. Like, oh my God, I have so much work to do to open up the form of my body. But I'm just saying, actors have really good bodies, not for nothing. A lot of effort is put into the body to free up the body so that you can actually be more expressive. Like, there's a reason that they put energy into, there's a reason why we value form, because form, like the freer your form is it frees you up to be expressive. When you hold tension, like it doesn't look good, a body that's kind of like this, or heaviness sometimes shows tension. So, I actually learned to, because people who have hurt me often were people that I didn't like the way they looked. So I actually do sometimes judge a book by its cover, in the sense that, like, when I meet someone, I take all of them in before, and then decide how close I want to get. So I think judging a book by its cover, or judging people by their bodies, is a normal part of humanity. And I think this is a very dangerous spiritual attitude, to pretend that our bodies and how they look is not important. We express ourselves so much through our bodies. The form and the function both are important, and I just think it's time that we start to accept that our health really, really does matter, and our form really, really does matter, and through the way we care for our bodies and through how we look. And I think that's a much healthier attitude than just dismissing it as completely unimportant. I actually recently had a tremendous breakthrough in my health, because I started to, like, I struggle with my eating because of my health. And I used to feel like if I didn't eat, I felt really good, I felt more fit. And I would worry that I'm anorexic, so I'd like kind of push myself to eat all the time. And recently I started eating only according to the task I need to do. So, like, let's say if I need to accomplish something, then I'll just, I'll drink something. And if I still need more energy, then I'll eat. But I won't eat just because it's breakfast or lunch or dinner. And I find that it helps me so much in actually having more energy, because so many times I would eat and feel better when I don't eat, and then I would often think like, oh, I'm feeling so good, I kind of get high. You get kind of high when you don't eat, and I'd be like, maybe I should eat, because like I'm kind of anorexic, I'd worry about it. And what happened was, I'd often find that when I don't eat, when I eat the wrong foods, then I can't do what I need to do. So recently I've started really focusing on, like, how much food or nutrition do I need to actually complete this task. And I feel like it's totally changing my life. It's not a difference in my productivity when I just don't eat. If I don't, I find that so many times I would just eat, and when I didn't really, I wasn't that hungry, and then I wouldn't feel like doing my exercise and my stretching. So what I try to do now is I try to eat according to what I need to do the task. So if I want to, like, practice my stretching with a full stomach, that's not really gonna. Our body types and what we want to accomplish in life it really, really matters. Like, if you have a job where you need heavy lifting and stuff, then a big body could work. And if you are using, I don't know, if you're a dancer, you might need a slimmer body. And eating food that works for the task you're trying to accomplish, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with honing your body to be how you want to feel.